Stay tuned after this program for some exciting retail offers on products seen in the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders country western workout video.
Warning: the scenes that you're about to see may be unbearable for some persons.
Previously on VCR Party Live.
Harkness Insurance, helping you is what we do best. Adding service to insurance, Harkness.
Now, what's on your mind?
There's a city going on and it's pretty. Miles from Brandon and Iowa City. Fergus says we're gonna do things the old way. Then we're just gonna have to be his Something going on in the city tonight. We're gonna make everything alright. Ferguson. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. Melinda's.
Well, hello, Melinda's.
Hello, Melinda's.
Hello, Melinda's.
Hello, Melinda's, and welcome
Hi,
to
Melinda's.
VCR Party. It's Tuesday night. The boys are all here. We're going to watch some VHS tapes. This is going to be the calmest episode you've ever seen of the show. It's a high-stress day. So I'm Joe. There's Nick. There's George. There's Steve. And we got some fun-filled, great videos for you.
Calming.
Calming videos. Nothing too,
Subdued.
yes, exactly. Lots
Interesting, but nothing that's going to get your hair on end. Just real just settle in. I think that's the main
Just
thing.
sit back and relax. And I got some calming videos that were found recently. I got
Let's
this
see
one.
'em.
Together Forever.
Oh,
It's a
Nice.
yeah.
it's pretty calming.
Grooming your long-haired cat.
Very calm.
And this one, I wanted to digitize this one today, but I kind of like doing a calm show. Kind of feels good.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Like my heart rate's not up right now.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I wanted to digitize this today, but my digitizer isn't working. I got to get a new one.
Oh.
So, Hin Yin.
For man. Yeah, that could have been good. These
Yeah,
are relaxing
exactly.
secrets for eroticism.
On the back, it says self-love making, like all love making, is only limited by the imagination. So, yeah, I'm going to show something similar to this today. So,
And your download speed. That is
As am I.
yeah.
I'll be showing something similar. I got a few videos that I got these when I was in California, audition tapes. This one is, look at a Michael Shannon audition tape for Romantic Pictures, Journeyman Pictures.
Okay.
This is Michael Shannon's second audition. Here we have as Steve, we have John Grise, who I like him a lot. He was in Real Genius and White Lotus, and he played Uncle Rico in what's the movie from Idaho? Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
This is another audition with John DiMaggio, who's a voice in Futurama.
Where'd you get these?
These are all in LA at Amoeba Records.
Now the fact that they're on VHS tells me that it was probably before Michael Shannon was Michael Shannon.
Yeah. I digitized that one. He looks young. I found this one there. This is called Biker Babes, but I like the sticker here. Action Adventure. That's what. Yeah.
Looks
and
like
then
an
also,
adventure.
if you thought the Hells Angels were nasty, what? What if you thought that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I never answered
They
that
could have
question.
used an ellipse at the end of that.
And then this is last one, promo only, and this was not.
$8?
Yeah, well, that's not what I paid for it. I think everything was on sale. This is just a calming.
Let's just watch that. What is I couldn't read it, Nick. What did it say?
I couldn't read it either, but I
the
watched
original
it.
version or the calm version?
It's calm. It's a bunch of executives in a room being like, well, let's pop this in and see what this is, and then they're all really stuffy. But then Luke and company, they all get really into it, and even the ladies get into the music video.
Can you tell me how many exclamation points were at the end of that? I was trying to count them, but you took it away too soon. I'm guessing at least 6.
0.
Oh,
0
really?
exclamation points.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I thought okay.
Yeah.
They
So
could have used a few.
that's why it's
I would have
calm.
gone with 6.
No
I would have gone.
exclam-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're still in the calm zone. Some
Yeah.
possibly exciting videos, but
Steve, are you calm?
I'm very calm. To steal Alan Dow's line from earlier, I was originally going into this. I was shakier than Gary Sinise at a Christmas pageant, but now this has really, really eased me into it. That excellent
Okay.
job on
Okay.
the.
At a Christmas podium, but yeah.
Well,
yeah.
he said pageant, so I thought it was a pageant.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're gonna reveal the even more Halloween costumes that I didn't play last week from our Halloween costume contest. I want everybody to see those before voting. Voting closes tomorrow. We'll get into those later, but let's start the show off with a very calm classic, shall we, Steve?
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
Do you remember which exercise video montage Solutions to Cyber Stress was in, Joe? I don't.
Let's go 3.
Okay.
How
It
about
was
only 3?
It was an early find of ours, and it was called Beyond Ergonomics, and it was about exercises you could do in your office. So this woman transports you from a bland old office to 3 very distinct locations and helps you do exercises with new age music that, this will help you calm down. If you're sitting down like we are, maybe you can get up and do these and relieve some stress with us here.
Let's take a relaxing break and leave cyber stress behind. Come with me to a clearing, a stream, a mountaintop, and finally to outer space. At each
That
stop
would be
in our
terrifying,
journey,
wouldn't it? You
I will
couldn't
share
breathe.
with you methods
I
that
think you
may help you
implode, don't you?
relieve the physical and mental stress that comes from long hours at your computer. I recommend that you first watch the entire program to familiarize yourself with the exercises and to learn how you can improve your working
Office chair
environment.
I actually
animation.
work
Then
from a
enjoy a
forest,
short
so-
trip away from your work while strengthening and revitalizing your body and your mind. Close your
Julianne Moore
eyes
character?
and imagine a favorite
This is Julianne
stream.
Moore from Safe.
What does it look like?
Yeah, I could see Kristen
How does
Wiig
it
having some fun
sound?
with this one.
What types of plants and trees line its banks? Perhaps pretend
Is there
that you're
poison
dipping
ivy?
your feet in the stream, down and up. Perhaps use movements gathered from other places in your life, or make up new ones on the spot. Let your mind and body drift. Imagine, here you are, firmly
In the
connected
lonely
with
vacuum
the
of
earth,
space,
moving
gasping for air.
in outer space.
She's probably like the leader of that planet, right? Because she's the biggest.
Yeah, I think she's on Earth. I think that's.
Oh, is that
somewhere
Earth?
In the Persian
She's
Sea
our
there.
leader?
Yeah, I think she must be. If aliens land and say, "Take me to your leader," it'll be like Tracy Penfield. She's up in Vermont. I could see Julia Haggerty.
Oh, yeah.
Airplane. Try not to be embarrassed.
So you're at the office, you pop this tape in.
You just kind of improvise some movements. And then you go back to work at your collections agency.
Do you have to bring your own
I
green
thank
screen
you
to
for
work?
moving with
Yeah.
me from place to place. I hope you will continue to visit these places and incorporate them into your workday. And remember, relax, take breaks. Relax, take breaks. Relax,
See you down the road to
take
Toronto.
breaks.
She was a ghost the whole
Relax.
time?
Yep,
Take
that's the big
breaks.
reveal. It was an M. Night Shyamalan.
He directed that exercise video?
Yeah, so that was the reveal. She was just a ghost. Yeah.
We're kind of talking like Penfield a little
I'm
bit.
trying to get
Like,
it. I'm trying to channel Penfield. Yeah.
It's kind of nice, actually. What if the whole show was like this? Would we actually... Could we make a living off of this if we talked like this all the time?
I think so. I think there's a calming thing, right? Don't you listen to that podcast that helps talk you to sleep?
I used to. Then I got tired of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You got bored of it. Yeah, there's a whole. I mean, it's not quite ASMR, but there's a, we've talked to people who just watch footage on YouTube of people cleaning out culverts, and like there's something soothing about watching boring content.
Yeah, and everybody waiting their turn to talk and not talking over each other. It's
I like it.
It's different.
I like it.
I'm
hoping this gets me out of an apology later too. So
No.
Let's keep things moving. Everybody.
Very calm apology. I got some funny names. If you guys want to see it, all right.
Well, as long as they're not too funny.
Oh, don't worry. It's not a hilarious name.
Okay.
It's a funny name, but actually, the video that it comes from is a very calming video. Let's just take a look at the board right away. Whole left side's all full. We just got OUV. XY. I feel like there's like an O'Reilly or something, like Dinky O'Reilly or something. There's got a funny name out there.
I'm doing a search for Dinky O'Reilly now. I'll see. I'll let you know if anything turns up.
Dinky's out there. We got honorable mentions here. I got good news and bad news and kind of middle news. The good news is we have a new funny name. The bad news is we're not going to fill in any needed category.
Honorable mention.
And the most middle news is that I'm taking some liberties with this funny name because I'm assigning a nickname to him. You tell me, Nick. You actually played this video before. It's Bassoon Basics. It's that bassoon video, and there's one of the hosts has a potentially funny name. All right, here we go.
From Washington, D.C., the Department of the Army proudly presents the bassoon section of the United States Army Field Band. As part of an ongoing series of instructional videotapes by the United States Army Field Band, we present our bassoon section in a discussion of bassoon playing for the student or teacher titled Bassoon Basics. The members of our bassoon section are Sergeant First Class Richard Spittle.
Richard Spittle? Dick Spittle?
If it said Dick Spittle on the screen, that would be a runaway winner. But I think now it's good for a calm night. Funny name.
Yeah.
Perfect. Maybe.
I bet his close army buddies call him Dick, though. There's no way they call him Richard.
Yeah.
Sergeant First Class Lynn Peck. And Master Sergeant Roy Carson.
Dickie O'Reilly.
I like that guy's smile a lot. I wish it was Dinky O'Reilly. Like, we found him.
He was right here all along in Bassoon Basics.
So I put Richard Dick Spittle on the honorable mention. It's just honorable mention, so we take some liberties here. But if Dick Spittle couldn't move Doral Silverthorne, we'd have to get rid of Ben Dover up to Sally Buttcakes. We'd have to lose Sally Buttcakes. It's not going to work out. Sorry, guys.
All right. Well, our hands are tied. There's no way to change the rules now. All right. Let's get into celebrity bullshit. Yeah, I think I got some celebrity bullshit. Celebrity bullshit. Celebrity bullshit. Okay, this is a video that we have. It's a Mr. Rogers Neighborhood video, and it's called Superheroes. Who do you think? Now, let me clarify that this person does not appear in person on this particular episode of Mr. Rogers Neighborhood, but, and by the way, Mr. Rogers is about the calmest man you can imagine, so that's why I'm playing this tonight. Who are one of the two people that are celebrities? I'll give you a point for either of them. And
I'm gonna go with Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Okay, he worked on Mr. Rogers as a PA.
That's why I'm going with it. Yeah.
Wait, you're saying celebrities?
Yeah,
who have played superheroes?
There are two celebrities in this episode of Mr. Rogers Neighborhood on a tape we have called Mr. Rogers Neighborhood Superheroes.
Okay, but they're not actual like the guy like Tobey Maguire or something.
Could be.
Oh, okay. But they're superheroes who are celebrities, not like who played a superhero.
I think either one of those are valid.
Okay.
But it is a celebrity. It's not like the mailman.
Yeah, these are people you are recognizable. Yes. It's not Mr. McFeely.
You're really trying Nick's calm patience here.
So they had to have played a celebrity, a superhero at some point in their career.
Yes.
Okay. Christopher Reeves. I'm going to get it with that one.
It's just Reeve.
Reeves.
But, yeah. Okay.
You're thinking of Steve Reeves from the 50s.
No, it's apostrophe
right.
yes, Reeves.
That's, okay. Who else?
I think somebody in the comments suggested Lou Ferrigno, and that is something I think I even remember.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, well, let's take a look at Mr. Rogers Presents Superheroes with a little detour about dinosaurs.
It's
Did you see those two things that I had in my hand when I was coming in? You know what they are? Models of dinosaurs. You ever play with dinosaurs? You know, dinosaurs lived a long, long, long time ago. Long before any people were in the world. They were very, very, very big creatures.
Beautiful. Why, people will think you're a real dinosaur. Now, you must not let anyone see you until the time is right.
How will I know when the time is right, Lady Elaine?
I will tell you, dear. You can count on me.
I don't know if I want to be a dinosaur or not.
You don't need to have a fancy costume like that to dress up as a dinosaur. No, I remember borrowing my father's coat when I was a little boy.
Get on with it, Rogers.
This is the comment.
So
like
boring.
And I would just...
It's exactly what you want after going to morning school.
Put it over my head.
No.
Eating some mac and cheese.
Pretend I was a dinosaur.
By the way, this is what dinosaurs. This
is what you want?
That's exactly what I wanted.
couldn't
Then I
turn
would
the
take a
channel-
nap.
Couldn't
I
turn
think
the
I'll
channel
go
fast
to the
enough.
kitchen.
I'd come home from kindergarten at noon, watch a Mr. Rogers, and fall asleep. It's the best.
You were a 78-year-old.
The funnel made it go away.
I was the target
This
audience.
is Bill Bixby. And he plays on that program, The Incredible Hulk. And so does Lou Ferrigno. And Lou gets dressed up, puts a lot of makeup on, and wig and everything, to look like The Incredible Hulk.
Another one of my favorite shows.
And we'll be able to see how they make that program the day after tomorrow. So that'll be fun.
That was the VHS tape where we get to see them behind the scenes making the Hulk, but we at least got to see Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno. So some folks in the comments got that correct. Well done, everybody.
I think Rogers is too calm. I
loved it.
That's way too calm.
I watched the whole tape today and calmed me down.
It just bores the shit out of me.
We're 20 minutes in and Joe is already abandoning me. Part of the episode.
Let's get into some flying windows.
I'm trying.
Flying windows. Comes from our friends at the WOC Archive. It's a Lilt commercial from 1988.
Lilt makes curls so easy.
The flying window took her head off.
I think that's this lady too.
Lilt makes body so easy. Lilt makes the difference so easy.
Give me a little too
Hair is
playful
easy
for our
with Lilt Home
comments, but I
Perm.
debated.
The sponge wraps make roll-ups foolproof for easy care hair. Lilt makes the difference so easy.
It's a nice, calm, not aggressively flying windows.
Well, I don't know. I thought it was beheadings essentially, right? I mean, that seemed violent to me.
I don't think so. I think it was just showing a transformation of what their hair could look like.
I don't think we've ever shown beheading flying windows.
Flying guillotines. Isn't that a wrestling move? The flying guillotine?
Oh yeah.
It's a movie, yeah.
And that's very calm too.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
There we go. Okay, should we rock some calm ass raviolis?
Yeah, let's ease on into those raviolis.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
Somebody mentioned, a comment came up on here about how we don't flub as much when we speak deliberately and slower and calmer. But lots of live television coverage tonight. So be on the lookout, flub hounds out there, for flubs. I already heard one flub. I was watching TV and I heard one of the reporters say "vokes" instead of "votes." So I fumbled for the DVR and I tried to record it because there's gonna be so many flubs tonight. Every channel has a live broadcast. So
all right,
we're
broadcasting live as well. Yeah. And I think Joe, why don't you start us off?
Well, let's see. We both have sexual ones, so why don't I play mine first, and then you can play yours last, so that we can break up the sexuality. You want to do that?
Sure.
Or do you want to double up on sexuality? Because I feel like you got to break it up.
Okay.
You can't have two sexualities in a row.
Sure. You want to play yours first?
Yeah, I'll play mine. This is a tantric yoga video that I think I'd played before. I just showed like a clip from it, but we're going to watch the whole not the whole 45-minute video, but I watched the whole thing today, and I clipped together my favorite moments from tantric yoga. It's a lot like hin yin for men.
Parody of the song "Get a Job." It's just lost all meaning.
But so it's how to self-love and self-love.
Sure. Self-love. We all know what that is.
This educational video introduces a series of exercises in a tranquil setting for men who are interested in improving health and sexual vitality. Men with pre-existing medical conditions involving the sexual organs should discuss these exercises with their physician, and as always, be gentle with your penis.
Would you discuss that with your physician, Nick? What would that conversation be like?
You're in here for a routine physical, pal. I see you once a year on your birthday. Like, what do you want to talk about? Self-love?
You got a DVD called Tantric Yoga? Okay.
I don't know why you're calling me. I'm the doctor who gave you your colonoscopy.
You're a doctor, aren't you? Sexual kung fu.
Curl the first and second fingers into the palm. Seal the right nostril using the thumb and perform breath of fire through the left nostril only. Now inhale through the left nostril and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, exhale through the left, and repeat.
Whenever I commit self-love, this is what I do first, usually.
I didn't know there was another way to do it.
I do a farmer's blow first, just to clear the snot rockets. I do snot rockets before.
You're about to have an
Press
eyes
the
wide shut
hands
ritual.
against the door of life point, opposite the navel.
Fidelio.
Rhythmically contract the rectal muscle and buttocks 9.
Nick, would you trade asses with him?
Yeah, because I don't have one now, so it'd kind of be like a gift.
What, you always say you don't have an ass. What does that mean?
It's just kind of flat. There's not much of a.
There's no meat on it?
Yeah, there's. not
My
much
recollection
meat-wise.
was, though, when you put two Drejuveniques, Joe said you had a meaty vegan ass. That's a first season clip that everybody will want to go back to help calm themselves down on Joe's birthday.
Okay.
I think you had always talked about how you had a very flat ass, how you had a non-existent ass, and I think I was surprised at how meaty your vegan ass was.
Well, I've gotten bony, but never meaty before.
Okay.
Times. Gently raise and lower the buttocks to massage the core organs against the floor.
Do we have a thumbnail yet?
I made one in advance, but we might want to change it. This might get us negative views.
Hold the feet with both hands and begin rocking back and forth, grinding the sex organ and entire belly into the ground. Use the heels to tap the buttock muscles. Move into plow pose by bringing the feet overhead.
And now you're ready to jerk off.
Listen to this part. That's some really calm
didgeridoo.
Yeah.
The calmest instrument.
Mosaic blurs on here. So
in horse stance with feet slightly more than shoulder width apart.
Stances.
Begin raising the arms upon inhalation and dropping them on the exhalation. Keep the tailbone tucked in and tighten the rectal muscle with each in-breath. Very gently bounce up and down on the heels. From root
David Gilmour?
to heart center.
Stevie
firing
Ray.
from
And
his
feel
penis?
the center.
What's that?
Is that plasma firing from his penis?
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can't tell with
Of
the blur.
gravity at the navel
Yeah.
as a ball of concentrated energy. Feel the left.
See if you could see behind that blur, he's doing the wiener
The
flap
flappy
thing.
thing?
Yeah, which I can do very well.
Yeah, it
Maybe
seems
I'll
pretty
show-
difficult.
I'll show you. Maybe I'll show you. You can do it?
Yeah, I can do it. Yep.
You've done it before?
Sure, accidentally, yeah.
Accidentally?
Mm-hmm.
How would you
take
do
much.
that? How would you do that accidentally?
Doesn't take much. Well, hula hooping.
And right sides of the
I'll
body
let that
and
one
brain
go.
equal and balanced in the center of gravity at the navel. With a tennis ball or the heel, apply pressure to the perineum.
Play a full game of mixed doubles.
See, that was a new one. I wasn't familiar with the tennis ball.
Sitting on the tennis ball thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when McEnroe was really mad.
What's that?
That's when McEnroe was furious on the
when he would
court.
sit on that.
Yeah.
You have got to be kidding me.
Sexual kung fu, the skillful practice of sex.
Steve, would you ever do that? Like if you had solitary confinement, but they gave you a DVD player and a TV and
Say
that
no more,
DVD.
yes.
No, but for real, would you actually do it, Steve? Would you try it out?
If I was in solitary confinement and that was my DVD, sure.
You do all
time.
You do all those movements and everything.
Yeah.
What
Why
if you
not?
weren't? What if just like you're
I
at
might
home?
do it anyway. I might ask the.
Would you seriously? Would you seriously do it? Would you try it?
I don't think I'd take enough time. I think I'd get too bored to do it, but I have no problem trying it. But I don't think I'd have the stick-to-itiveness.
You've never tried it before. You would tell us.
Are you talking about what they were doing in the video? No.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I mean, you sat on a tennis ball once or twice. Who hasn't? But, but what's the end game after all that? You watch some stepmom porn on your phone and get the job done? I mean, like, what's the build up for? All right. I got a Dixie Carter video from Designing Women, and I didn't realize she was married to Hal Holbrook, of course, but she was also apparently a woo-woo weirdo, an attractive woman who was very into yoga in the 80s, and she put out a video called The Unworkout.
What was she known for? Was she designing
women? Yeah.
Okay. Your family watched Designing Women?
Oh yeah, loved it. Eshak Taylor,
Well, hi.
Gene Smart,
Welcome.
Annie Potts.
Please let me tell you what I'm doing here. To be able to remain as calm and relaxed as possible in the face of the pressures and anxieties that we encounter every day. But see, I have never loved to exercise. I don't like running, hopping, stepping, jogging, jumping up and down in one place. My idea of an ideal outdoor activity is lying down under a shade tree with a good book and a cool libation. Imagine there's a beam of light inside your spine. Send it way
It's like the
down
fire
into
that
the
came up
earth
from the guy's groin.
Let it fly.
Steve, if you were in
off the top
solitary
of your
confinement,
head
would
up
you do
into
this
the
one?
sky.
100%.
Feel the top
I
of your
want to know what
ears
he was in
reach
solitary
up like a little
confinement
fairy
for.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Wiggle around up there.
You don't want to know, George.
I saw the Martha Stewart documentary. She got sent to solitary.
Oh, did she?
Dixie.
Happened to any of us.
Kitty cat.
She's becoming a weirdo, and you're missing it. She said, Dixie, and then said kitty cat for some reason. So I'll watch that.
Dixie. Kitty cat. I think that was 60. When you're in the department store, do you avoid the swimming suit section like the plague? Is it just about as scary as a Stephen King movie? Well, all right then. Let's get down here on this floor.
Maximum
Get out a
Overdrive,
little
for example.
towel for our faces.
Take your tennis
And
ball.
do something about those thighs and tushies. Don't collapse on all that fat that's collecting on your downside. My husband advised me never to do this in public because it is not very pretty. But since it's just you and me, I want to show it to you.
Is that a penguin behind her?
Looks like it.
I have a new fetish.
Feel those thighs.
Oh, the other guy was doing that. That must be a good one.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding. It feels really good to me. My sacroiliac is saying, thank you, Dixie, thank you.
There it is, Dixie Carter's Unworkout. Joe, do you remember when we saw that Kelly Ripa, Faith Ford sitcom taping, Hope and Faith?
What was it called? Hope and Faith, yes.
And it was like 6 hours, interminable and awful. But Hal Holbrook and Dixie Carter, I believe, were the guest stars.
Yep.
And he had a line, but I think he'd gotten past the point of trying while acting. Do you remember what the line was?
Something about nude checkers.
It was, then we'll play a game of checkers, strip checkers.
Oh yeah.
But he didn't leave a pause. He goes, then we'll play a game of checkers, strip checkers. And they just kind of let it go.
It's supposed to be a game of checkers. Strip checkers.
Steve, yeah. Steve, you were on an episode of Hope and Faith?
I was. I worked on it, and then they put me in one. I have a line.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Is it about strip checkers?
The real question is, why does
It was
Christopher know that?
I don't
That's an odd piece of trivia. Christopher, stop watching the show. Sorry, calm. Let's keep watching. Okay, what do you have, Joe?
Oh, I have okay. So Cybervision, you remember that? That's the company that makes those videos where we watched a bowling one time where they just do repeated movements set to this new agey music. And I don't know. We tested it out. We tested out the bowling one to see if it actually worked, and it didn't. But we didn't really try that hard. But when I watch these, I always feel like they might actually work because you just see good movements over and over. It kind of hypnotizes your brain into muscle memory.
That was the idea, yeah.
And the racquetball one is really good. It starts off with a bang, and you learn a lot. So for all the racquetball enthusiasts who watch our show, here we go. Cybervision.
With Gregory Peck?
Yep, Gregory Peck's in this. Yep. He went by Greg later on. Look at this.
It's like the end of Weird Science.
I think it's Heaven's locker room. All these guys have died and gone up to heaven.
I love the soundtracks to all the Cybervision tapes.
Oh, they're the best.
Joe, you and I and our lawyer Anderson played racquetball together.
See, I think he's like in purgatory right now. Racquetball purgatory. And he has to prove he's worthy of racquetball heaven. Look at that shot. Did you see that shot?
Yeah. The shots go all the way up. Oh, it's on fire. That's what's going on. Oh, God, get out of there.
I played squash at a fancy place in Manhattan one time with a friend of mine who had a membership at a fancy club. And he goes, when you come, you have to wear all white. And I was like all white clothes? And he's like, yeah, that's the rule at the club. So that guy's wearing all white. You have to wear all white when you go to the...
Seems like an American Psycho activity, like racquetball. Was John Candy playing it in Splash? I just remember that scene, too. It was a very 80s thing.
Yeah, they loved racquetball in the 80s. All right. He's going to play racquetball against God. And if he beats God, he gets to go into heaven. Listen to this.
Charlie Daniels.
Look at that badass.
But he's terrible.
Look at this.
Wendy Carlos's finest work. But oh, me brothers, this is the finest racquetball I ever did biddy.
And it goes on like that forever. Wow. Steve, do you think that would have worked when you were practicing, when you played sports? Do you think that would have worked?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Just
Seeing
watching
somebody
something.
do something.
I think
over and
doing
over.
something over and over would help, but I don't know
agree
that watching
with
it.
that. Yeah. I mean, visualization helps, but I don't think it's going to do that much.
You know,
Even-
I got to... what, Joe? Sorry.
Even
go
if
ahead.
it's set to cool music?
I mean, it might help you relax, and then that's it. But yeah, I don't think it would help that much.
Okay, no further questions.
So put McKenna, our assistant, on a project last week about putting together 14 hours of calm videos to play, like live streaming. So it's been live streaming since 7:30 this morning and ended just before this show to calm people down if they want to tune in. There was video aquariums, and I believe there were 3 different Cybervision tapes played. There was like downhill skiing, cross-country skiing, and then the bowling one we played earlier. So I believe that's archived if you want to go back and watch more cyber videos in their entirety. They're very hypnotizing.
Yeah.
So we played a video in the past called Chinese Lovemaking Secrets. It involved, actually, somebody went as that for a costume, the guy with the weights connected to his dong.
Oh, that was a great costume. Yeah.
And we've played that. That was like, cup the testicles and move them around 37 times. And like, that was a hit. And then at VHS Fest in July, somebody at the table was selling a copy of Chinese Lovemaking Secrets 2. And I watched it, and I'm like, it can't possibly live up to the first one. It does, and it's more calming though. So I thought this would be a good time to debut it here on our calming episode. So here's Chinese Lovemaking Secrets, Volume 2.
Meditation. The Taoists have been practicing meditation for thousands of years.
Did you blur that?
I
Today,
didn't. They cloud blurred
meditation
it for me.
techniques are becoming more and more accepted by doctors and health practitioners. You and your partner should sit back to back. Regulate your breathing to that of your partner. Focus your mind on the energy of each other. Let your mind feel the energy as chi flows through the microcosmic orbit from you to your partner and from your partner back to you. By absorbing the yin and yang from each other, one is able to nourish the energy of self. By nourishing sexual energy through sexual meditation, good health and longevity is maintained.
In a Slimer voice.
Now we're talking.
A general moving through battle lines.
Oh yeah, now these are some of the thrusting movements you can do. They have fun names for them. So I just put together a montage of some of the thrusting techniques and their names here.
That's all we need.
A general moving through battle lines. A snake in winter. A frightened mouse running through a hole. A hawk seizing its prey.
In there.
This style does not have any set patterns to its movements. However, each thrust should be different than the preceding one.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Keep them by surprise. Now wait, watch this. A little surprise for you. We got a funny name, ladies and gentlemen.
Was that the person's name? Was Cooter Pie?
Yeah. So we got Jay Little, we got Valencia Romero, and then we have Cooter Pie. So that's.
Hold on a second. Is the video done, or is there more?
Let me see. I think there's a little bit more. Okay, that was it. Yeah.
Okay, let me just see if we.
Can,
let me just see if we can get Cooter Pie in there.
Let's see. I mean.
Karen Crump would go. Drinkwater would go to Dover. Dover up to Butt Cakes. Now we can't do. Let's see. Phil Pringle's not going anywhere. Damn it.
I wish he would, but he won't.
Maybe that's an honorable mention, Cooter Pie, because it's unlikely that that's the name that is on the 1099 that was paid for appearing.
Well, so why is Sally Buttcakes on there?
That was her given name. Buttcakes is I believe it's French. It's a
wasn't Cooter one of the people in Dukes of Hazzard? Wasn't there a Cooter?
Yes.
Maybe they named him Cooter after or her Cooter after him.
Oh, Steve, don't you have don't you have an aunt or a cousin or somebody who's related to Cooter? And I talked to her at your wedding.
No, she
related to Roscoe Pico Train, isn't she?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Who is it? Your aunt or something?
It is my wife's aunt by marriage.
So you're sort of related. Okay, I spent most of the wedding talking to her about Roscoe. No.
Very nice woman.
She was. She's great. We should have her on the show. We should have her on the show.
What was Cooter really like? Like I said before, I didn't know him.
We can get him on the show, I'm sure.
Okay, let's do it. And that's Show Us Your Raviolis for this week, I believe, correct?
That's it.
That's it.
That's
okay,
it.
We did it.
Show us your raviolis. Show us your raviolis. Show us your raviolis.
Steve, if before you went into solitary confinement, they said, here's what we can do for you. We can give you the DVD and the TV and all the videos that we just watched during Raviolis, or not give you anything. Would you take?
I would definitely take them. Yeah.
You would? And they're all, I guess they're all calming. You have to calm yourself when you're in solitary confinement.
Yeah, some yoga, I think it'd all work out for me.
Okay. No further questions.
George, I hate to argue on our calming show, but we're not getting rid of Bend Over. It's a man's actual name.
It's his actual name.
We talked to him on the phone. Like that's not going anywhere. Sorry.
I would agree if it were a funny name, if it were a joke name, but it's not. We talked to actual Bend Over.
Right.
He answers
and he
the phone.
Didn't go by Benjamin. He called himself Bend Over, and it said it right on the Chiron. So,
yeah. and he agreed to meeting with us until he talked to his family members.
Yep, who advised him against it. So, yep. Fingers crossed Diane Thomas doesn't watch the show between now and 2 weeks from
now. George, you got anything calming to share with everybody?
Yeah, I mean, what's calmer than commercials from the former Soviet Union?
It's 250 pounds of lovable trouble named George.
George, will you get out of my bed and go downstairs?
It's George by George. You'll want to bring the whole family to see George.
So as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by myself. Commercials from the former Soviet Union were designed to pacify the population who were languishing under, the restrictions, economic, political, the police state. So these things were obviously designed to make people think that there was something positive ahead, I guess. I don't know. You tell me, but it's especially the music I find soothing and the visuals sometimes a little weird, but so here's calming Soviet Union commercials, maybe.
I like Calm George.
Mm-hmm. Internet's especially calm.
Kokon 404.
Annabelle Wap. Carrot juice?
It sounds like a Sparks song.
It does.
Looks like a Sparks video.
Yeah.
Seems like a venue we'd play.
Yeah.
This is from Tim and Eric season 3.
Yeah, I believe it's season 3, but they're kind of running low on ideas.
This is a great commercial for
Borscht.
For buttons.
Oh, really? It's a button commercial?
Yeah.
I'm in the market.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
I really like the music.
Yeah.
Стеклянные пуговицы. Важный декоративный элемент.
Go to hell, zippers. Not calm, George.
Oh, oops. Oh, no.
Oh, you're breaking up the calmness.
Sorry.
From the makers of Annabelle Wap.
Also a Sparks song.
It's a hit. I'll give you that.
Не любят нас садоводы. Вредителями обзывают.
Ну и пусть обзывают. Лишь бы жить не мешали.
Они бы, конечно, и рады помешать. Да не знают как.
Зато мы знаем. Ох, знаем.
This is actually their Mr. Rogers.
This is about the struggle of the working class versus the proletariat.
Okay, so that was I guess that one turned out wasn't calm. That was I had calm and not calm. But there's two
it's good to be reminded of what not calm looks like, though.
Yeah.
In this episode, at least.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was for I believe it was some sort of like weed killer.
Is that what it was?
Soviet Monsanto, whatever Roundup they have. And that's why the critters were feasting, but then at the end screaming in abject horror as the
they got
chemicals had a cyanide-like effect on their inner workings.
Well, they were slowly dying then.
Yes, in a calm way, though. They were calmly.
Right.
Yeah.
No, polls may have closed, but if you're in breadline, stay in breadline. So I want
Right.
to make sure that everyone knows that. Oh, let's play George's outro.
With love from George.
All right. Should we get into these Halloween costumes that I neglected to show last week?
Yes. Let's
Okay.
do it. Do you want to do it as nice things? Or?
Yeah, let's call these nice
Okay.
things. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, we had so many entries that I just left some of them out, and some of the emails ended up in my spam folder, so I'm going to show them. These are more costumes that so many talented folks sent in last week for our Halloween costume contest. You're going to get great prizes, and the voting closes at 11 a.m. tomorrow on Patreon. So I'll put that up in a minute. But first of all, we all know the Club, the public access show from outside of Raleigh. Aaron found a club, went out to the woods, and I guess that's
a great looking club.
It's a great looking club. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Alan Gillette, Mr. Personality, who was on Nashville Public Access.
Mm-hmm.
This is Patrick as Alan Gillette.
He's got the hands too. Yep. You got it.
Good stuff.
That is good stuff.
I think somebody said this is AI, and I think they're right, but this was Barry sent this in, and this is Ron from the Art of Touch video.
Yeah, the hair looks very AI.
Yeah.
But if it's not, great costume.
Yeah, it's great costume otherwise. We know Lucille Cataldo sang Hairdresser and Stairway to Stardom from one of our earliest shows. Here's Melanie.
Yeah.
As hairdresser wearing a garbage bag, looks like
wearing the hefty bag. That's the key thing. Yeah.
The silver microphone. Yep. Hairdresser.
Yep.
Satanic Cults and Crime. This is a video showed a couple months ago. Liz went as every member of the Satanic Cult. Every member, left to right.
Back and forth. Okay. Yep. All right.
Mustache man.
Yep. The
medallion
knife is there. Yep. Everything's checking out.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
that's really good.
Well done, Liz.
Wow.
Old Country
That's a lot of
Buffet.
cloaks.
Yeah. The meat carving video, which I
I
believe we
wish
showed
this
once.
was ours. I wish this was ours.
Yeah, showed this as a cyber video because we haven't found the actual tape. But this is Jeff saying, "Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite." And taped the thought bubble or the speech bubble to a cabinet. Which
The cabinet. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. That's not Photoshop. then.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Points
yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Got the
Good
scarf,
expression.
the jaunty. Yep.
Expression is very important.
Now, in the show we did during the lockdown quarantine classics, we did plunkets, which were unflattering photos, and this was Roz with a guy who was dressed as a centaur with a whole back horse thing, but you can't really see the horse, so it just kind of looked like a shirtless guy. She recreated it with her husband Eric. So this is Roz years later recreating that same plunket.
Yeah, and he might have the horse behind him, but we just can't.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Just
I'm going to
this
assume it's back there.
Yeah. So well done. Very specific. This is my uncomfortable deposition from when we were sued over Chop and Steal.
Your Smack Fest.
Well, that's not how I refer to it, but
Smack Fest 2017.
This is Camden, who found a very similar shirt and hat.
Back it up.
Put the
Back it up.
timestamp on and everything. So, yeah.
Let's see it again. Let's see. Oh, he's got. I was wondering if he had the microphone. He has the microphone on there too.
Yeah, the clip microphone. Yeah, it's just like one of those little binder clips. Perhaps my favorite. This is, I think, from Kids Stuff montage from back in our 2006 live touring show. It's a video for kids called "Where Did I Come From?" And I can't believe I didn't show this one because this might be my favorite costume that anybody submitted. This is Tad, who went as the duck from Where Did I Come From? He censored the genitals with the four of us. You could see Steve over one nipple, George over another. I'm over the pubis, and Joe, you're over the dong.
Yeah,
and,
I see it.
But that's pretty accurate.
I think we have a winner. I think we have a winner.
Those actually are cut out of something and pasted to the wall. And
wow, nice work, Ted. Yeah, we got a winner. We got ourselves a winner.
Well, you get to vote. Go up to patreon.com/Found Footage Festival. You don't have to be a patron, but we appreciate your support. And you can vote up till 11 a.m. tomorrow. And then next week, we will award the grand prize.
Okay. Why does it have to be 11 a.m. tomorrow? Why can't it be just the whole week?
Because we got to. It's been already a week. We got to put an end to this. So
but people sometimes don't watch the show until later in the week.
Sorry, they're out of luck. They've had all those costumes that I just showed to view for the entire week too. Because when you go to the voting page, it shows those as well.
So you're saying it's their fault, not your fault, for not showing these.
I'm saying. Everything's fine. I'm sitting on a tennis ball. I'm calm. Yeah, we're all good.
Okay.
All good.
All right.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Got a little heated there, but
I'm just asking
everything's
questions. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah. Okay, Joe Rogan. All right. You have a nice thing, Joe?
I have a nice thing because I mentioned a couple weeks ago that I moved to Chicago. I'm in Chicago now, and I just ordered my 1-car 8 plates. They should be here in a few weeks. But I also have to get a driver's license, and I always like to get dressed up for my driver's licenses. And I'll show you some of my old ones that I've done in the past. This is my very first one that I got in Wisconsin in college. Nick and I got joke perms, and they had worn out their welcome. So I just took a scissors and was just chopping my hair, and I was like, this looks great. I should get my DMV photo now, my driver's license photo. So I went down, got my photo taken. That was my very first one back when I was 6'1" and 185. 185. I was 185. Then let's see, where was I next? I was in Minnesota then, and I taped some fake hair to the back of my head. And what did I weigh then? 195. I'm climbing up a little bit. Up 10 pounds. Then also
10 pounds of hair. It's 10 pounds of hair.
That's what it is. Yeah. Then my next driver's license. Yeah, I put a fake black eye.
200 pounds.
I'm up to 200.
How high will he go?
I know how high he'll go. Yeah. So then I did that one. That might be one of my favorite ones. Everybody was staring at me at the DMV.
Yeah, double
for
chin.
that one. Yeah. And then let's see, this one. That was my first New York driver's license. Put on a neck brace, and they didn't question it at all. And you can't see the weight on this one though.
We can only guess 210 pounds.
That's a safe bet.
Been up 10 every set.
Yeah,
6 years
safe bet. Then this was my Wisconsin. When I moved back to Wisconsin, I went goth. I put a safety pin through my lip, and they made me wash off some of the makeup, but not all the makeup. And then my last one was in New York. I wanted to take off my eyebrows. And so I had a friend who does makeup, and she took them off, and then she drew on new eyebrows. And then she's like, let me draw on a mustache on you. And then I was like, I kind of look like Ming from Flash Gordon. So then we cut my hair like Ming the Merciless from Flash Gordon. And then, Nick, do you remember when we were in Florida, like after I took this photo and we were swimming, and then I came out of the water and you started laughing. I didn't know what you were laughing about.
Yeah.
And then you took a picture of me immediately because my hair was still
simple man.
Rumspringer. Who made it to Florida from Lancaster.
There were actually topless models in that pool, and it played music underwater. And that's what your haircut was like.
I know. I look like that.
It was at a hip motel that we got to stay, a friend's hotel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, I need a new driver's license for Illinois. I'm thinking maybe I can attach. I saw an article the other day about people who get horns permanently attached to their foreheads. So I'm thinking maybe I could just put on some cosmetic ones, just put spirit gum on them and have horns on there. But is that it? Like, what else do I do?
You know that guy, like a Byzantine emperor.
Wait, what? Say it again.
Byzantine emperors had their noses cut off when they were thrown out of when they were cast off the throne.
I'm not going to cut off my nose for this.
Come on, man! You gotta keep raising the level.
I don't know if I told you, but remember that guy who got the had his tongue bifurcated and went and got tattooed as a snake? You know, he's on all the talk shows and stuff. I met him in Austin at Fantastic Fest, and really nice guy. Met him and his wife, and or I think girlfriend, and lovely. So you could do that as well.
Did you ask him what his driver's license looked like?
No, but I assume it's him because he got like studs to make it look like he had like ridges like a lizard under his eyebrows.
Oh yeah. I've seen the guy.
You could do that cosmetically, you know, like just using latex or something.
I want to do the contact lenses that'll like white out my eyes and make my eyes all white, but I think you have to do a vision test while you're in there too. So I don't know. That's why I'm putting it up to the Melindas. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. I'll shave my beard off. I'll color my hair. I'll do coloring the hair. I don't think does anything because it's black and white. But
are you familiar with Phineas Gage, the gentleman who had a steel rod that went through his head I think it was in the 19th century?
But lived like a long full life, right?
Yeah. I mean, he had some like personality issues afterward. But Joe, I think you can really pull this off. Yeah. So you might be able to fake it, but you can also just jam one. I believe it was he was trying to use a metal rod to set off some sort of explosive, and it blew back and just like went right through his.
Hold on, let me write this down.
Anybody, this is not just for you. This is for the Melindas too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Lots to ponder here.
Yeah.
I have one more nice thing to show, and then we can play the outro. This is sent into the office as a gift to the Found Footage Festival from Madam Duchess, and nice. It's a record album that we might recognize from Flying Windows, Hollywood Hits, because it had the public or the non-licensed versions of these themes: Cheers, Miami Vice, Beverly Hills Cop, Falcon Crest, Color Purple.
Oh yeah, you can have a dinner party. Have a dinner party. Put on the Platoon soundtrack. Yeah.
This is like 4 albums in here, so I can't wait to play this for my next dinner party. Thank you very much, Madam Duchess. Appreciate that.
Nice. Yeah. Steve George, you got any nice things to show off?
No, nothing.
Was that lip smack? Was that a nice thing that you were offering out?
Nicest.
I was disappointing.
Oh, okay.
Right, the calmness is leaving.
All right.
Let's play the outro.
No. Let's we have to do apology corner.
Okay. We can close out nice things first. I'll go straight to apology corner. I'll go straight to apology.
Okay. I was in my head that Fred was dead.
Apologies.
I was in my head that Fred was dead.
Apologies.
No. He's alive and well and still producing videos.
Apology corner.
He directed Gremlins 2, the new batch, but not the first one.
No, Joe Dante did not direct the first one. He directed the second one, and that's that.
I read a bad Wikipedia entry.
Okay, so Nick, on Saturday Morning Cartoons, you had given improper credit to a mug.
Yeah, I have this mug right here. This lion. A lioness holding her cub.
Let me read this email that Chris sent in. Jenny and Chris from Columbus, they gave it to you. Chris said, this summer my wife Jenny found an amazing lion mug at a flea market and thought that Nick would really appreciate it as a fun mug for Saturday Morning Cartoons. She was thinking about you. She's at this flea market. She's thinking about
you. All right, you don't need to add. You can just read. The show's running long. Let's just...
We're right on time. She went through the effort of haggling with the flea market huckster to purchase it. She haggled for this thing, cleaned it up, and then presented it in person to Nick when he was here in Columbus. Nick, of course, expressed appropriate gratitude at the time, but I'm sure you can imagine Jenny's disappointment when we watched last week's Frogger episode of Saturday Morning Cartoons.
Remember it well.
Where the mug finally made its appearance, only for Nick to credit it to Eric Estrada of Chips fame. Let me show people. This is the clip from Saturday Morning Cartoons where Nick embarrassed himself.
Yeah, one that a Melinda gave me. I think this might have been from Erica Streeter. I can't remember, but it didn't look like
Eric Estrada for a second.
Yeah, Eric Estrada. Eric Estrada gave this. So you got a lion here,
beautiful.
Right there. There's
she haggled with a huckster to get this for you. Chris continues. He said she's been in a deep state of depression ever since. Yikes. And can no longer even look at a bag of potato chips without her eyes tearing up. As Nick's supervisor, I am bringing this matter to you, trusting that you can figure out a way to rectify the situation through whatever means you may deem necessary. I said that the punishment should be you drink a little droplet of 2% milk, which is not vegan, out of the mug. I feel like after all that haggling with the flea market, thinking about you, I feel like maybe Jenny then would maybe forgive you.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. But I have a nice 27-year vegan streak going that I don't think misattributing this. What did they call it? A unique mug, or it's a nice mug. I'll give it that. I did show it off. I appreciate the haggling, and I did not remember who sent it because we get a lot of things on the road, and I just did not keep the thing next to it that had it. So this went with all the rest of the mugs, and I just did not remember who said it. So foolishly, I attribute it to Erica Streeter, who has sent us other mugs. And Chris and Jenny, I apologize, but in my defense, I was a latchkey kid. I would come home from school and be unsupervised for a half hour to an hour because my mom had to work. I didn't think I was going to break down during this, but she had to work at the vision clinic. And I just had to watch DuckTales and eat a lunch bucket and an entire bag of Cheetos. And because of that upbringing and my latchkey kid ness, I oftentimes don't hold up my end of the bargain when it comes to attributing Lioness holding the baby cub mugs. But I promise you, going forward, I will only drink any libation from this glorious mug. Thank you, Chris and Jetty, and I'm sorry.
As long as it's vegan.
Yes.
You won't do the milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go, dropping the latchkey card again. That's just your ticket out every time, isn't it?
Well, I somehow made it. I pulled myself up by my bootstraps, and that's where I am, where I did. Well, yeah, you get the idea.
All right. I hope they feel better now. Any announcements? What do we got?
Well, Thursday we are doing a live show in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, where we're showing the movie Chop and Steal that they made about us. But also, we have a very special guest that I'm very excited. We can't reveal who it is.
I wish we could.
Me too.
Did you say it's Thursday? It's Thursday.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So if you're anywhere near Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, it's only a couple hours from New York. I recommend going. There's going to be fun surprises, and it's going to be great.
I want to tape this so bad too, but the guy who's going to be there is not going to let us tape it. He wants to just stay in that room. So
yeah, I guess you got to be there for it. But also, we're coming to tons of other cities in the fall. Like this month, we're in a lot of places. So go to that website. You can see all our tour dates.
What are we doing for Patreon? $10 and up this Thursday. We do a special EP show. Do you want?
I'd suggest Chinese Lovemaking Secrets too. I think that'd be a good one. But
yeah, I'd watch that. I want to get into unauthorized videos. Somebody sent us. Micah sent us The Rock.
Is that any good?
I haven't watched it yet, but he described it in his email, and it sounded very good.
Okay, all right.
A lot of like a guy he knew in high school's roommate. Meeting The Rock once. It's that kind of thing. So,
well, we watched the one about Brad Pitt last week, which was a lot of fun. So hopefully, maybe we'll keep that going. Let me know how that one is. Otherwise, Chinese Lovemaking Secrets. That's for our patrons at the $10 and up level.
Is there nudity in that one?
No, I think it's all censored by clouds in that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Hey, just a reminder: we have VHS of the Month Club. We have a lot of doubles in our office, and instead of taking them to a thrift store or throwing them in the garbage, ending up in a landfill, we started the VHS of the Month Club, a monthly subscription where we will send you one of our doubles from our office. And it's not like you're not going to get a Titanic, you're not going to get a Liar. You're going to get one of our bullshit videos. And we always throw in fun stuff with it. We try to keep the subscriptions at around 100, because if we have too many, then it's
club.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just gets to be too much for McKenna to send out the stuff. So we're hovering around 95. So we have a few openings. You can get it as a gift. You can buy 6 or 12-month subscriptions for friends. Holidays coming up. Yep.
Okay.
So there you go. There you have it.
Ask me another. I want to congratulate George on a very smooth Mask Me Another broadcast on Halloween night. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But if you haven't watched it, go back and watch that episode. Very entertaining.
It was the funnest one yet. Saturday morning cartoons. What do we got coming up? Cartoon theme songs this Saturday with Shanali Bomick, musician, actress, and writer.
Very funny comedian too.
Super funny. Yeah, it's all the theme songs from the cartoons that we haven't watched.
And then next Tuesday, we're going to do an all Iowa episode, and it's because our guest is going to be Paul Rust, who's one of my favorite comedians and podcasters and actors and writers. He wrote the Pee-wee movie with Paul Rubens for Netflix, and talented dude from Iowa, talks about it a lot. So, Joe, you're also from Iowa, or were born there anyway. So I think we're going to go digging into that great state and all its videos.
Yeah, we got a lot. Sin of the City, all that stuff.
Iowa Desk and Couch. I mean,
I'm excited to show him Sin of the City. Maybe this can now that he's like a celebrity, maybe he can like bring this out into the world. And
that's the goal. Big. Yeah, we have done Iowa State jingles, but maybe he'll remember a few that we didn't include in that. Somebody asked about Iowa State jingles. Yeah, we did that state, but yeah, everybody that we ask who's a guest, they always have jingles that they remember growing up.
Ask him to bring some jingles with him.
Yeah, I did. So yeah, hopefully he'll have some new ones.
All right, we're gonna go out on a Melinda mix. Remember, I put out this Doris Johnson home movie. Doris Johnson's plinking away on the keyboards. Her bored granddaughter's there waiting for it to be over, and I'll just play a little clip. Okay, so I put it out to Melinda Mixers to take that, sample it. The original was like way longer. And who answered the call? Mike B. He's remixed some good stuff too, and he did a good one here.
Okay.
Mike said, I took a crack at remixing the Doris Johnson audio and tried to make it into a real song. I had originally intended this to be jazzy. It starts off pretty jazzy, but it turned out to be more melancholy and wistful than I was anticipating. I think that's a good way to go out. Melancholy and wistful.
Okay.
So
seems like a good way to go out. Seems like a calm way to go out.
It is. So if we had been prepared, though, we could have done better.
And we'll see you down the road to Clondon, everybody.
My nose isn't full of yuck anymore.
This one's for the Marines.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That had it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
My nose isn't full of yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Cheerio. Continued success. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Sizzler.
Tinkerbell!
Hasta la vista, baby. And I got that from Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor from California.
We'll be right back right after that.
Good luck from all of us at Hagen.
And Kurt Polster, the real great guy.
Nice, nice.
Goodbye.
Jim's coins in Hilldale.